Bonjour friends! Happy New Year and a happy French Friday to you as well. Okay, so first I'm going to be sharing my very exciting news, and then we will get into the haul from France. If you'd like to skip ahead to the haul, you can, but I don't think you are going to want to miss out on this very exciting news. I'm so excited. I just can't wait to tell you guys, so I'm just gonna come out and say it. We are buying a place in France. Can you believe it? It takes a little longer to close on properties over in France than it does here in the US, but we will be closing on the property soon. And when we do, I will definitely be taking you along with me. So we are excited to get started on the projects that we want to do to the place, and we can't wait to get our hands dirty. And I will definitely be sharing all those projects with you. I hope that you will enjoy the process and seeing everything come together and seeing the before and afters as well. So as you can imagine, I want to jump up and down and do the happy dance and all of that. But let me share a little bit of the details with you. The property we are buying is about 2 hours outside of Paris, and it is only half an hour away from Dick and Angel's Chateau. If you're familiar with the TV show Escape to the Chateau, then you know what I'm talking about. And it is in the Loire Valley, and we are so excited. Can't wait. I know you're probably wondering, did we buy a chateau? And sadly, the answer is no. We did not. But it is a unique property, and I think, you know, from what other people are buying over in France, in the fact that it is residential and a commercial property. I am so excited about the commercial property as well, because that is going to be French Farmhouse Flair store in France. And so, of course, I am ecstatic about that. And eventually, you know, this is going to be a second home for us there, but eventually, you know, possibly, who knows, in the future, who knows what will happen. But so we will keep our residence here in California and have a place to go to in France. Our property is located in a small village, which I love because I love small towns or small villages, and that is just my cup of tea. But eventually, I still have a dream to have my French farmhouse out in the French countryside as well. So I can't wait to see what the future brings. And this is just, I feel like it is just a stepping stone for us, really, to get us there in France, to get started there in France, I should say. I must say, when we are here in California, we miss France so much, and it's hard, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it, really. We feel the call to France, and we kind of like feeling like a missing home kind of thing, which is weird because obviously our home is here in California. But yeah, like I said, it's hard to explain unless you've experienced that. And maybe some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into the haul part of the video now. First of all, I can't remember if I shared my t-shirt with you or not yet in my first France haul video. I can't remember. So I don't think I did, because I think I got it on the second trip, but I don't remember. So anyways, I thought this t-shirt was hilarious. I had to get it. It says more shopping, less jogging. Okay, now I want to just share my antique finds with you that I found in France. And I'm always on the lookout for things that will travel really well. I had a couple of suitcases to bring back things with me, and I'm always looking out for, like I said, things that will travel well, like copper, enamelware, or even fabric items like these towels here. So I am on the lookout for things that will not break during travel. So let me start off with these copper little pots here, and they have the nice brass handle on them. And there's a set of 5 here. And what I believe these were is little salesman samples, so that they were a small size so that the salesman could take them out and sell these copper pots. Because I do have some measuring cups that are similar to this, but they have measurements inside of them, and they also had a little pouring little spout on the side. So these are different from the ones that I have. So I was thinking that maybe they were just little salesman sample little pots and pans, like I said. So I'm not for sure, but that's what I'm thinking anyway. So let me know if you know exactly what these were used for, but that's what I'm thinking. And they are just an adorable miniature size, and so it would be easy, much easier for a salesman to take something like this with him than to take full-size pots and pans around. The next thing I found was this copper pitcher with a brass handle, and it's such a cute size too. It is smaller, and the lid, let me show you how this just lifts up like that. And I love pitchers, any kind of pitchers. I'm always attracted to pitchers. Whether it be ironstone pitchers or copper pitchers or enamelware pitchers, it doesn't matter. I love pitchers. The next copper item I found was this little cute pot. And it's a nice copper pot with the brass handle on it, and it is a small size as well. And I really like the older patina on this one. As you can see, these are a little bit of a shinier copper look. Oh, I also want to mention before I forget that a lot of these items will be for sale, will be put on our online store to be sold on French Farmhouse Flair's store. So when my daughter and I get the chance, we are going to put them for sale on the online store. So make sure to check that out. It probably won't be today when this video comes out, but look for it over the weekend. We should be getting them up for sale over the weekend. So make sure to check for that. Okay, the next item I want to share with you is this copper candle holder. This is really neat. I've never seen one like this before. This is very different. So it has this so that it would hold your candle on it, and you just press your candle down, and then this would hold your candle on there really nicely so that your candle didn't fall or tip over off the candle holder. So I love it that it has this nice little handle here on the side, easy carrying. And then of course, if your candle were to drip down, this would catch the drips. I also picked up this copper candle holder here that would hold a taper candle. I love candle holders, so I have lots of candle holders around my home, and I just love them. And I bought 2 brass ones here that are very similar to each other, and they have this nice little thing here that you would put your finger through to hold the candle. And I love the ones with the handles on them. I just love that. It's just so old-fashioned, and how they used to carry the candle around to see their way, to find their way through their homes and or to the bedrooms at night before they'd go to sleep, so that they would have a candle in to see their way up to the stairs and to their bedroom at night. And this one is very similar to to the one I just showed you, but these are brass, and I think they're so pretty. Love the handles on them. The handles actually remind me of the old silverware handles. It's really pretty. This copper piece, I really wasn't sure what its use was, and I'm thinking that it would be for like watering your small indoor plants, because it's not very big, but it's just kind of tall, narrower little watering can maybe. Or was it used maybe for oil? I'm not really sure. So if you know or have seen one like this, let me know in the comments below. And I love that this one has the stamp on it. Where did I see it? I think it's on the bottom. It has the stamp on the bottom, and it's made in France. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's getting kind of blurry, but it does say it's made in France on the bottom there. Love that. I loved this bed warmer, and it is just so unique. I think I've never seen one like this before, with the copper, with the fleur-de-lis on there, and I loved that it had the fleur-de-lis on there. So pretty. And it has the brass and wood handle here, and it has the holes here so that the heat could come up through the holes and warm the bed at night. And let me see if I can open it for you guys to show you the inside. Has the just the older patina inside, which is so nice. You can tell it was well used and loved. I love the character that it has. It's just very unique bed warmer, I think, and it's so pretty. Love it. I also picked up a whole stack of these French grain sack towels, and they actually are pretty good size. As you can see here, it's pretty long, but I got a stack of these, and I love the red French grain sack stripe on these as well. I picked up some French soap while I was there in France, because I wanted to be able to offer you guys some French soap on my online store. So I picked up some white soap, and I also picked up this beautiful green color soap. And I love this soap. You guys have seen this around my house. In fact, let me show you a few that I have by my sink. I have these two sitting by my sink here in the kitchen, and I love mine. So I wanted to be able to offer some of this soap on my online store. So that's why I picked some up, in case you guys are interested in having some for yourself. The one here on top is a smaller one, more of a mini size of the larger one. But the one that I picked up to resell is going to be this size, this larger one here on the bottom, just so you have an idea of size. Next, I picked up this tall galvanized metal pitcher. And like I said earlier, I love pitchers. Can't resist them, even if they are rusty, crusty like this one on the handle. You can see, I want you to see the condition it's in case you want to purchase it, so you know ahead of time before, when you see it on our online store, that you'll know what condition it's in. As you can see here on the bottom, it does have some little holes on the bottom. I picked this up at an Brocante, and it was sitting outside, and it looks like it's been sitting outside for a long time, but it does have that nice aged look to it. So if you love the aged look and older patina on things, you're going to love this one. And so it already has a lot of character. This is an enamelware. I'm not sure. I thought maybe at first it was a coffee pot, but this part down here looks more like a tea kettle to me. So I'm not sure if it was for tea or coffee, But either way, it's a really cool enamelware piece. I love the white enamelware, and then around the edges here, it just has this really pretty cobalt blue color on both of these pieces. And then down here in the front, I have a small little picture. It's an enamelware cobalt blue picture. Really pretty color blue. If you love this darker blue color, this is for you. And it does have a little bit of the rusty aged wear to it, but it is an antique piece, so that's to be expected, right? But I just love the character of this one too, that aged look. I love the aged look because it just gives it so much character. I also picked up this really nice enamelware piece. It is white with that cobalt blue along the edge there. And it has this nice handle and a nice little spout at the bottom. And it also has the European measurements inside. And then the little hole that you could actually hang it there from that little hanger if you'd like to hang it on a wall. I wanted to just share this little cheese box with you because I didn't want to forget to mention that we actually went there where they make this cheese in France in the Normandy region. And it was so much fun to tour the museum there and also be able to taste test all their wonderful different cheeses that they have to offer. And so I'll be sharing more about that in an upcoming video. I want to share some of the footage from the different places that we toured around and went and saw while we were there in France. And also, I want to share with you where they make the cheese and the milk, the fresh milk, in our village where we are buying our new place. So I want to share that with you as well. So I'm excited to share some different things with you, and also where we stayed at a chateau and all about that as well. So that is coming to you soon. So stay tuned for that. And I also like to give away, of course the cheese is no longer in here. This is an empty cheese box. But I like to put little gifts, little small gifts in with orders when I get orders on our online store. And like for example, these little French little sachets that are filled with lavender inside and they smell so good. Or maybe like this little cheese box from France, just so you're getting a little piece from France in your little gift box, but something like that, or something very similar to a little gift. I always like to include a little free gift inside of the package before I ship it. And I also like to just personalize with a nice little card, handwritten by myself to you in your gift box as well. I loved these pictures when I found them. I just thought they were so pretty. The colors in them are so pretty. And I loved the gold frames and just the picture themselves. Just so pretty, I thought. And I love the old-fashioned clothing. I always have. I've always loved the old-fashioned clothing. I always thought I was born in the wrong time period. And I'm always attracted to the older pictures like these, and I just thought these were absolutely beautiful. The other thing that I liked about them was that there was no glass in here, so this was easy to be able to bring back home without them getting broken. And these are actually fabric, and so I just thought they were so neat and different. And then I'll share with you the back side of the other one. Whoops, almost knocked off my little piggy cutting board. This one looks like it had red velvet on the back like the other one, but it's no longer there anymore. Hope you can see these okay on camera. This one here is just a little bit smaller in size, but they are both just so pretty. Okay, next here is the piggy cutting board that I was talking about that I almost knocked off the table. So I thought he was just so cute. I couldn't pass him up, and this little curly tail here, you could actually hang him from that if you wanted to. Or you could just set him on a kitchen counter, just add to your cutting board collection, and he would be such a cute addition to anyone's cutting board collection. And I love the raw wood look of this one. I always love the farm animal cutting boards. I think they are just so cute. The next wooden item I picked up was this wooden peg rack that would be nice to hang your coat or a bag on. It's just hanging by the front door. These are perfect for that. And this one already has a little hanger here on this side and one on the other side as well for easy hanging. And I went ahead and picked up another one of these because, as you saw in my other haul, I picked one up from our first France trip that we took last year, and then decided to go ahead and get another one on our second trip because I love these, and I wanted to keep one, and then I wanted to be able to offer one for sale on our online store as well. So I went ahead and got this one too. So now that I've showed you some of the antiques, I'm going to share with you some of the newer items that I picked up at a store there while we were in France. So this is like, it's kind of funny because this is like the new version of the wood peg rack. And then this is the antique version of the wood peg rack. So it's kind of funny, and they both have 3 wooden pegs on here. So this one is made of teak wood, and I just thought it was really neat, really kind of unique and unusual. I had never seen one like this before, so I will also be offering this for sale on the online store as well. And so it too is good for hanging coats or your bag and things by the door, so perfect for that. I just flipped the tag over and was noticing that it was made in Amsterdam. We purchased it in France, but I was just noticing where it was made, and it does say teak coat rack on the back here. And I love the raw wood look of this piece. I also picked up these wooden handled brushes, and I have one of these by my sink, and I also have a smaller one like this by my sink as well, and I love them for doing dishes. You could also use them for cleaning if you wanted to, but we will be putting these on the online store for sale, so if you're interested. And picked up 5 of these, so we have 5 of these. I only picked up a couple of these, and I thought I would also just try one of these cleaning brushes. So if you're interested, check out those on my online store. Remember I mentioned that cheese museum we went to earlier, and while we were there I picked up this cute tin with cookies inside. Can't wait to try out the cookies. And this was from the Normandy region, and I thought it was so cute how it had the cows on here grazing, and then the sheep over here with the cute cottage. So I just thought that the tin was really cute, and of course, like I said, I can't wait to try out the yummy cookies inside. In one of the towns that we went to, there was this cute shop that had like all handmade items and very artsy, handcrafted type items that they were selling. And so I will share with you what I purchased there. Let me take it out of the bag first. It's hard to do one-handed. So these are the 2 items I picked up at that cute handmade shop that I went to. Love the wheat on this one. And here's a little hand stamped. So pretty. It's all about the little details. And then you can hang these up. It's got a cute little bead here, wooden bead. I just thought these were really sweet. I don't know what kind of paper this is, what the kind of paper it is or what it's called, but it's some really nice, thick, really heavy weighted paper that is on. And we are actually there in the fall time, so they had these really pretty fall ones out. Really nice how you can, oops, there's the hanger, hang these up and display them. So at the same place where I got the cheese and the cookies, they also had these cutting boards, which I thought were really neat because they say Normandy on them. And then they have things on there, on the cutting board, that are located in the Normandy region. So I thought that was really neat. Sorry about the glare because the plastic is still on here on this cutting board, but I just thought this was really a neat thing to have from the Normandy region. This really neat wood board with these rope handles on either end. I also found this at the same store as the wooden coat rack. And this is also made out of that same teak wood made in Amsterdam. And I thought that was really neat. And you can see here a picture of it decorated. And underneath this one, I have another cutting board I want to share with you. And this one is also made from that same teak wood. Has a nice rope handle here, so you can hang it and display it. Really think the wood is really pretty on here, and just the character in the wood here and the little knots in the wood. While we were in Versailles, France, we came across this really neat shop there that we went into, and they made handmade lampshades made in France, and they were so beautiful. They had all different kinds, different shapes, different sizes, and I picked this one up there, and I thought they looked so pretty in the shop. And the scenes look so beautiful lit up when you have a light behind them. And so if you're interested in the things I've shown, remember to check out our online store, and I will put that link in the description box below that you can just click on. It will take you right to our online store, French Farmhouse Flair. And I also picked up at that same shop this beautiful rooster tea towel, and it's pretty large. I've hung it here on my dining room chair just to show you, but it goes even back behind here. And although I did get this in France, this one is actually made in Italy, and it does have this nice little looped ribbon here that you can hang this tea towel on a hook in your kitchen if you wanted to, or you could just hang it on a towel rack, or hang it on your oven in your kitchen to look so pretty with the roosters. I love chickens and roosters, so I had to pick that up while I was there. But this is the end of my haul video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, au revoir.